So, good evening. We are back again. I hope you all enjoyed the football today. There was plenty of football, 3 games of football. There's 3 again tomorrow. Big up to everybody who's been watching the videos as well. Appreciate that. Make sure you stick a like on the video and the Instagram. Go and check out the gram, Lee Gunner 82. Make sure you go and check that out. Subscribe as well. Appreciate that, man. Listen, road to 60K is in full flight. And that's very nearly full capacity of the Emirates Stadium on this channel, which is kind of mad when you put it like that, because I know how many people that is, having been to the stadium, and that is a hell of a lot of people that subscribe to me and watch me on a regular basis. So big up to all of you lot, man. Never take you lot for granted. Always try and bust out the content as quick as I can as well. But if you haven't checked out the 2 previous videos today, make sure you go back and check them out. Donny van der Beek spoke about him at 4 o'clock today. Arsenal are linked to him, in talks with him apparently. And Kieran Tierney contract extension, did that at about 11 o'clock this morning. So make sure you go and check that out. Tomorrow, same again, 3 uploads. And I'll be scheduling them between football matches. So early, before the games kick off. And then between the 2 o'clock and the 5 o'clock, I'll be dropping the next one. And then after the last one, 10 o'clock at night, I'll be dropping this one every day. So, yeah, Rodrigo De Paul, the hipsters choice. It's kind of funny because nobody's really spoken about this guy really until a couple of Twitter accounts that think they're famous started tweeting out the most exotic names, and these accounts do it and have done it for weeks now. And like, I know they're kind of desperate to break into the media circles, and good luck to them, but to tweet out all the hipster names, like, you know, it's just, I find it hilarious. But the one thing I'll say is pretty much every player that these people tweet out, Fabrizio kind of kills them off about a week later. So Rodrigo De Paul, excuse me, my throat is still killing me, by the way. So thank you to everyone who has been bearing with me. Trying to soothe it with nice coffee. But Fabrizio has put a tweet out there saying Atletico Madrid are still negotiating for Rodrigo De Paul as a main target. Udinese want 40 million euros to sell him. A bid for 20 million, and Nguyen Perez has been turned down. And Atletico are asking for 40 million for Kieran Trippier. Man United are interested. Atleti want to keep him. So, you know, all this talk about Bellerin going to Atletico Madrid, not too sure about that one. They obviously want to keep Kieran Trippier. He actually rates him as well. So we'll see what happens with that. But as for Rodrigo De Paul, like I said, Fabrizio's put that out there. He hasn't put out that Arsenal are interested. He hasn't put out that we're speaking to him. He hasn't put out anything. So these rumours about Arsenal are linked to Rodrigo De Paul are exactly what they are. They're just rumours from a couple of Twitter accounts that think they're bigger and better than they actually are. It's very easy to start a rumour off online. Very easy. I've had so many people talk about me and spread rumours about me all the time, and I just sit and laugh about it. I can only imagine what these footballers think when they look at the internet and they see their name linked to a club and they know it's complete crap. At the end of the day, Rodrigo De Paul is not coming to Arsenal. Yeah, can we just have that right? He ain't coming to Arsenal. We're not going to look at him coming to Arsenal. You know, yes, he may be available for 40 million euros. If he is available, he ain't coming to us. Why would he come to Arsenal, number one? And why would we go for him when we're linked to 50 million other midfielders? It makes no sense. And like I said, this guy has not been linked. It's been linked by a couple of people online. It's not an actual official link. So, excuse me personally, load of codswallop, never signing him, don't want him. He's 27 years old. He's getting towards that last bumper pay deal, that last real big contract in the prime years. And he ain't going to waste his prime years, number one, at Arsenal, slumming it without European football. As big as the draw of playing for Arsenal and living in London is, I'm quite sure these people want to play in Champions League, want to play Europa League, and that Atletico Madrid obviously challenge for titles as well. And if Atletico Madrid want a player, they've got a lot more chance of getting a player than we have, that's for sure. It doesn't matter who it is. If they want to sign a player, they've got the pull of Simeone, a proper manager. They've got the pull of living in Spain, beautiful, get a nice suntan. And they've got the pull of being in Champions League, title races every season. Why would any of these players that are linked to them decide to come to us? That makes no sense. And before some smart aleck in the chat says, oh, Thomas Partey, well, we hit his buyout clause and then paid him ridiculous money to come. So he was always coming. So it is what it is. But look, at the end of the day, it's clear that we're in for midfielders. It's clear that we're in for maybe more than one. You know, we're linked to Van der Beek, we're linked to Neves, we're linked to Sander Berg, we're linked to Basuma, we're linked to so many midfielders. It is crazy. This is not one of them. And this is a guy that, if I had to pick out of all of the names that I've just mentioned, yes, he's a good footballer, but I'd put Basuma, Van der Beek, and Neves all above him. Yeah, and I'd like you to do the same in the comments. Give me your order. Basuma, Neves, Rodrigo De Paul, Sander Berg. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what order you put them in. He's a good footballer. Let's have it right. He's better than Sander Berg. Excuse me. He's better than Sander Berg, but the difference is Sander Berg's played Premier League football. You know, and it's always difficult to assess a player based off a foreign league because they look fantastic, some of these players in their own leagues. But Granit Xhaka looked great in Germany, fell flat on his face. You know, other players have come from Germany, Italy, Spain, and just fallen flat on their face. Some of the best footballers. You know, I remember Ramadal Falcao. Yeah, it was probably only behind Messi and Ronaldo at the time. Came to the Premier League and just flopped. So it's always a risk, which is why I want somebody that's played in the league. Yeah, somebody like Ruben Neves, somebody like Yves Basuma that knows the league, knows the pace, don't really need to adapt just like that because they've already done it. Yes, they have to adapt to their teammates, but like I've said before, top class players can do it. Yeah, it doesn't matter what league they're in. Is this Rodrigo De Paul a top class footballer? I don't know. I don't watch Italian football. You let me know. You guys, all the hipsters in the chat that watch Udinese on a regular basis on your 55th multi-screen in the room. Oh, Rodrigo De Paul. Oh dear, I swear every exotic name is being mentioned this summer by the hipsters, and they're all drinking their chai lattes and eating their soy bagels. Pathetic, really, isn't it? And making out they're experts on every footballer. They're not. And when you guys ask me in the chat, oh, Lee, what do you reckon to this guy? Pfft, never heard of him, mate. Because I ain't going to pretend and lie and make out I'm a hipster, because I'm not. I'm just an average football fan with an opinion. And I'm not trying to get a career in journalism. Quite happy being a YouTuber, if I'm honest. And on that bombshell, people, have a wonderful day. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Stick a like on the video. Follow the socials down below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with 3 uploads. So make sure you come and check them out. Make sure you go back and check their last ones out as well. I do appreciate all of you. You're absolute legends, a lot of you. And I'm out of here. Make sure, don't forget, Southgate and Arteta out.